These are my 5 favorite things about my new craft studio. Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and welcome to my new craft studio. If you are new here, I have recently moved from Virginia to Texas, and even though everything's bigger in Texas, my craft studio is actually very much smaller here in Texas than it was in Virginia. In Virginia, I had a whole basement that I designed from scratch for my craft studio and for my business. And in Texas, we had a space that I just needed to make work. So not everything came easy in this space. Not everything fell into place like I really hoped it would. But now that I've been here for a few weeks, I'm really starting to settle in. And before I do a full-on craft studio tour, which I'm sure will be coming, so make sure to hit that subscribe button, I thought I would give you a little bit of a sneak peek by sharing my 5 favorite things about my craft studio. All right, let's go. All right, my first favorite thing is a carryover from my previous craft studio, which was also a carryover from the one before that. So this is the 3rd studio that my pegboard has been located in, and I love it. My pegboard is one of the most important parts of my craft studio. For me, putting up the pegboard was what really made this place start to feel like mine. I love this custom pegboard that I created. It is just your standard pegboard from Home Depot. I did decoupage over the top of it. I added a beautiful rub-on from Jane Davenport, and then I organize and reorganize and reset it all of the time. It displays some of my prettiest craft supplies. It is an organizational must-have, in my opinion. I'm a huge fan of pegboards, and this one will always, I think, have a special place in my heart. I cannot imagine my craft studio without this pegboard. If you've noticed in my videos, my background looks very similar because I did take all my cabinetry and my pegboard from Virginia, took it off the walls and moved it to Texas. So I have the same setup here in the back of my room. It has been working okay. It's not perfect yet. It's not totally functional yet. I think I'm going to have to live in the space for a hot second and figure out what's going to work best for me. But the pegboard, it went up really early, and I absolutely love, love, love my pegboard. All right, you are going to get a better understanding once I do a full craft studio tour, but I have some partial walls in my craft studio, and I decided pretty early on that of course I wanted to have my washi tape on display. It is beautiful, and I use acrylic shelves that are intended for nail polish. I use those to organize all my washi and all my PET tapes. Now, in my old studio, washi and PET was all kind of mixed together. In this one, I'm able to take up not a washi wall, but a washi corner. And that is my second favorite thing about my new craft studio is the washi corner. I have my washi rainbow order over here. I have my PET tapes from Wrong Devo right there. And then some of my most used washi from Plannything and Live Love Posh hanging on hooks over there. This cabinet right here is holding a lot of washi as well. Yes, I have a ton of washi. I love having it on display because it reminds me to use it. I'm able to sit at my desk, which is right behind this camera, and I can just gaze over at the washi wall. I can be inspired by the color. I can sit here and look for the washi I'm wanting to use. Everything is organized in just such an easy, accessible way. I absolutely love it. This is a system that I've used for a long time, and it's actually a system that's going to have to expand because it's very full. So I will probably be having washi go even farther than you can see right here. I'm going to have some more hooks going on. It's going to get bigger, but I love that it's all in this little corner. It just feels like a happy little corner haven for washi, and I think it's going to be great over here. So loving, loving, loving the washi tape corner. Next up is a brand new furniture item for this craft studio, and that would be this cart. This is actually a garage style cart. It is metal and solid. It's meant to have wheels on the bottom. I don't need the wheels. In fact, I didn't want them, so they are left off. This cart I chose specifically to hold my Glowforge. Now, previously in my old craft studio, my Glowforge was just on an old IKEA table. It worked fine, but it was just something I had on hand. This time I was able to get a piece that I hand-picked for this purpose. So this is pretty fantastic. It holds my Glowforge. We have a couple of drawers for accessories and jewelry making supplies, and then all of my acrylic can be stored underneath. Acrylic and wood, some additional Glowforge accessories right there. That is working really, really well. This is a great size. I love the butcher block top. It just feels very solid, where before I was on an IKEA table that would wobble and move ever so slightly, which makes you really nervous when you have a very expensive machine like a Glowforge. So this is actually a laser cutting machine. It can cut and engrave metal and wood and acrylic and all kinds of different things. I love it. I am so excited that it successfully made the trip from Virginia. That was a little bit stressful. And then I also have the addition of a new filter for my Glowforge. Previously, I filtered straight to the outside. Worked great in Virginia, was not going to really work well with this particular house in Texas. So I did end up purchasing the indoor air filter. So far, everything is working really, really well. And I just feel more confident in how this Glowforge is set up. I feel more likely to use it. Before, my Glowforge was so far away from where I primarily did work. It just felt very detached. Now, my space in general is smaller, and I'm able to kind of, I don't know, it feels a little bit more intimate. It feels more like a working craft room, and I'm super excited that this furniture choice worked out. Big, big fan of the new white cart. Okay, so like I said, my craft studio is smaller than it was here in Texas, and so I wanted to be really careful not to overfill it with too much furniture. I like to have a lot of different workspaces to use. I have a filming desk, I have a Cricut station, I have Glowforge, and I just need lots of spaces to work. But I wasn't sure that an extra island was going to work in this particular area. I thought it would make the room feel really closed off. So something I found that I'm really excited about is a movable table that lives over here in the corner. Now, let me show you. Not everything is put together yet. Not everything is on the wall like it's supposed to be, but love this little mobile table. It can go right up on the carpet right here. I can roll it into place and it opens up on either side. You just lift up the leaf, you open the inside, and then you can actually snap it into place. Same thing on the other side. Let me grab over here. And I love this. Has come in handy already so many times. I like that I could just do one side. Someone can come over and work with me if my sister wants to come hang out, if one of the kiddos wants to come hang out. And it's not so big that it like you can't move around in the room. This is mobile on wheels. That makes it really easy. And then when I'm done, I'm able to just close it up and put it away so it doesn't feel like it's taking up more space than necessary. This has been so great. And this was actually a late addition to the craft studio, and I'm so glad that I decided to pick it up from Amazon. It was a little bit complicated to put together, but I like how it came out. And I think it's going to be really useful, especially during busy crafting times like the holidays. It's pretty great. So just push it back into the corner. Works out really well, and it's one of the solutions that has come in handy so far in the new space. Something else that was a late addition to this space was this shelving right here. This is closet made shelving. I believe I picked it up, I think at the Home Depot. I bought a kit. This is awesome. This is actually adjustable shelving. You put the brackets on the wall. People use this in their pantries and closets all the time. You secure the brackets to studs in the wall so it's nice and strong, and then you can create your own shelving arrangement. This is really helpful in allowing you to take full advantage of the high ceilings in this room. It's fantastic because it is adjustable. Especially when you are new to a space or newly setting up a space, it's hard to know what your exact needs are going to be. I really think this adjustable shelving will have adjustments made, changes made, reconfigurations happening. But I purchased a set that's going to allow me to do that. And that means the world, because the number of times that we buy something that's a little bit too rigid, that ends up not really working how we hoped it would work. And then we feel bad because we invested money. I think we've all been there as far as our organizing journey goes. I've certainly done that before, purchased whole pieces of furniture that I'm just sure will work, and then they really don't. And because they didn't have any flexibility in them, any other uses, it ended up being kind of a waste of money. So having adjustable shelving that I can change around as needed, I can expand if necessary. There's just a lot of options available with this shelving that I am pretty darn excited about. And I think it's going to be one of those things that will change and evolve as I work in this space more and more. And I've already found it really helpful on organizing paper, supplies I don't use as often. It's been great because it was really hard to fit all of my supplies from a much larger studio into the smaller space. It's working well, and I'm excited to see how I can adapt it in the future. I hope you enjoyed that little sneak peek into the new space and hearing about some of my favorite things as I'm getting it set up. I'd love to hear from you. What is a favorite thing in your space? What is a favorite thing you have about your craft space? Maybe a favorite item, maybe a favorite organization solution, maybe a favorite vibe that your space has. Let me know down in the comments below. I always get inspired from the things you all share. So thank you in advance for sharing those. Like I said before, as I get settled into this new space, my Patreon members are getting some sneak peeks behind the scenes, seeing me get it set up, understanding my struggles, all of that business. But you can also subscribe to this YouTube channel. There will be a full craft studio tour coming up in the near future as soon as I can finish a couple of other things. I can't wait to show you the space, and I'm really excited to get crafting in the new space. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. And I hope that you have an absolutely fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.